You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Vampire Diaries. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Vampire Diaries news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Vampire Diaries.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in the AfterBuzz TV studio, and we're here for TVD Vampire Diaries once again. So excited, great episode. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. To my left, we have
Emily Harbert. It's good to be here.
Across from Emily, we have the one, the only.
Hello there, Governor. It's Brittany Brower, love. Hi, guys.
And to the left of Brittany, we have
David Schifilliti.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We heard some random accents here on TVD tonight, so that's the theme
Just
we're going to go
one
with.
random accent,
Yeah.
Just one.
I think.
Following your lead.
All right.
And
no.
scene.
And scene. Seriousness, let's discuss this because there was a lot to discuss tonight.
Yeah, there was.
Let's
Major
get rid-
developments.
Major.
Major. Toads.
Let's get rid of the fluff. Let's get rid of the fluff at the beginning. We had, I can't even think of her damn name, Dr. Fell.
I
Meredith.
don't really consider
Meredith.
it fluff. I think
There
it's
isn't
they're
much
building
fluff.
up to
Yeah.
something bigger with her, I think. Granted, she's only been on a couple episodes. This was like her first like major storyline, but I think
Yeah.
there's definitely something.
She's
And
still snooze
as,
for me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
as we,
Well, yeah.
me and David discussed last week, it's Tori DeVito, and she always plays the crazy bitch.
Yes.
And she did some sneaky stuff today, taking Damon's blood. It's for a good reason, apparently, but
So we think.
so
I
we
need to
think
see
I
her
don't
law
think it
degrees.
is.
She could be smart on her feet.
Law degrees? You mean medical degrees?
Oh, yeah, sorry, medical. I was already thinking of how many laws she broke by taking Damon's blood in a hospital when he came in there.
Or
and
using the
using
needle
it
to stab
and using it to
him.
stab
Yeah.
other people that she can't fix with her medical degree. She just wants to stab them with vampire blood.
So let's talk about that. Basically, Alaric goes to. Wait, did Damon go to the hospital first or Alaric?
Damon did.
Damon saw them having a date at Mystic Grill.
Okay, so Damon goes to the hospital and confronts Meredith about.
Killing her ex-boyfriend who was killed with a stake, even though he wasn't a vampire.
Right. So she says an animal attack brings him into the back room and explains that we find out that she actually signed the death certificate. So obviously something sketchy there.
Yeah.
Well, she can't very well be like, oh, he was staked to death.
Yeah, that's what she.
Either way.
That's what she said. Is she said, okay, do we want? It's either an animal attack or a guy was killed with a stake.
Right.
So what do we want?
And this girl is really quick on her feet because then she goes to say, if you think something's sketchy about me, you should check your friend who all of a sudden, was hit by a car and had all this stuff happen to him and he just got up and walked away. Which is funny because Damon's usually quick with his senses and instead, kind of felt for her like, oh, she really thought that was crazy and, kind of put his guard down and walked away. As she stabs him in the neck.
with vervain. But yeah, I remember I was mentioning last week in the books, Meredith, who plays Elena's best friend, is the only one who intimidates Damon. So I think we're starting to see that.
It's interesting that in the book she's Elena's best friend, and then
Yeah.
on this show they made her a lot older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because I don't know. It's
TV.
It's
It is TV, and the character was
apparently-
unnecessary up until now.
You're right.
And I know a lot of fans of the books were asking about her. Where's Meredith? Where's Meredith? But I think with the way if you look at the parallels, Meredith was like most like Caroline. They kind of replaced Caroline. So you can't really have two Carolines.
Right.
it would have been.
And I like that they're doing this because it's like, who wants to really read a book and then, I mean, for me, I know they do it with Twilight, Harry Potter, and all that, but I don't want to read a book.
Those are for movies. Movies and TVs are different when it comes to books.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with recreating movies.
Yes.
We know that from Buffy.
But that was the same producer.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
sorry.
Speaking of Caroline.
No, but before we get to Caroline, so she stabs him with her vein. Then, now here's my thing, because basically at the end of it, Alaric confronts her and asks what happened with the blood. She explains, I'm giving it to other patients. She heals Caroline's father, which we'll get into in a second. And then she tries to take his ring off at the end. And to me, that was really
There's
sketchy.
something shady about her.
Yeah.
And not only that, but if
trust
you're
her.
taking vampire blood, why is your ex-boyfriend still dead?
Yeah, that's a good call.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he was like
already
too dead.
Yeah, he was too dead.
He
You
was
can't bring
too
him back
dead.
if they're already
Yeah.
gone. It's not like, he wasn't. Caroline's father wasn't.
Or maybe
gone.
she had given him vampire blood to fix something else,
And he turned in.
and he was turning or something, and so she had to kill him. I don't know. I still don't trust her
Interesting.
either way.
I don't trust her. I thought they teased it well in the fact that when she took off the ring, she was very playful about it and was very like, okay, we're it's just riskier and life is more fun if you don't have the ring or whatever it was. But I don't think it's true. I think there's something shady about her.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
But
It was too quick and vicious. Like, why are you that hungry for jewelry, bitch? Like, no.
It looked expensive, okay? She's gonna
there's
pawn
no
that
point
shit.
Right.
And I thought it was funny. What kind of doctor? She said, I cheat. I'm a doctor that cheats. Like, no, girl, heal them. What the heck you stealing vampire blood for?
well, they said like Caroline's dad, like his wounds were beyond repair after.
Now, if a hybrid bites you, a human, do they turn into a hybrid?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. They haven't explained it.
No.
Oh, they have to drink
Hybrids-
his blood.
Hybrids can't turn anybody into a hybrid, or else Klaus would have easily been able to turn all those hybrids.
Right.
The way a hybrid turns into a hybrid is you have to be of a werewolf line. Only werewolves can turn
And then
into
bit by a
hybrids.
vampire.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, so now
And
speaking
then
of
drink
hybrids,
Elena's blood.
we have Tyler shows up to Caroline, apologizes.
Finally, I'm so happy to see that he has got some kind of good
Sack?
Tyler coming back. Humanity. Yes, exactly. Sack is a perfect word for that. Coming back with a full sack, if you will. Where's that cocky guy that we've known the whole time? Now he's coming back and he finally, I don't know, what do you think changed it? Why is he now all of a sudden just, I mean, I know the fight that he bit Caroline, but he was so confident in everything of his decision in the past of wanting to follow Klaus, and then that
But
one
it's
little,
Caroline, and the
But
fact
he
that
was losing
that
her.
finally
Yeah.
did it. You think that just
Yeah,
all of a
him
sudden-
biting her.
That's
I
true
think
love.
definitely. Yeah.
And he even said to her, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before, but he said, I will not hurt you. He said, Klaus does not have that over me. At the end of the day, when it comes to you, he can't control me. And then he explained in this episode, he said, I wasn't even thinking about it. And the fact that I couldn't control that and it just happened. So
Here's what what I was surprised in this episode. There was probably about 7 interviews that Joseph Morgan, who plays Klaus, did after last week's episode. And all of them were about his relationship with Caroline and what it was going to become. And he pretty much was saying, okay, he's going to have a crush on Caroline, pretty much. And so I was really shocked that we didn't really see that in this episode. I thought, because it was such a huge moment in the last episode, I thought they were going to continue on with that. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't.
I think they have to milk him
I was
out a
kind
bit.
of disappointed because I love Caroline so much. I really, really wanted to see it, and we really didn't get much of her in this episode.
I think there were more important things to
Yeah.
deal with this week.
I just
at least.
wanted to see that.
I did too. I agree with you
Yeah.
completely. And we were in the same moment, thought that Caroline was going to leave Tyler from the cave and like there
Run
was going to be
into
Klaus.
yeah.
But it didn't happen. Not to say that
I
it
don't,
won't.
but to me, that whole storyline is fake. I can't believe that that's actually going to be another real shrine.
Sorry, but it is.
I know, I'm sure that, and I'm sure it will play into it, but we've also seen with this show that everyone always has a bigger plan. And the plan for me switched with Klaus when Tyler said to Klaus, "You're not going to control me when it comes to her." And that's why and remember I said it was weird that he just let Tyler walk away. And then
he was thinking, dang, I gotta see what this girl has.
Here's the thing. Going off of all those, the Klaus and Caroline relationship, what it is going to be driven by is the fact that you want what you can't have. Obviously, Caroline wants nothing to do with him. He's like ruined her life pretty much. And he wants what he can't has. So I think it is going to be, he's going to have a love interest. He kind of needs a love interest. And she's going to be it. And obviously that's going to bring in Tyler because of the fact that her and Tyler have a relationship. So that'll be another love triangle. I think their relationship is really just going to be more about the two of them than about the entire other end game.
All right, well, let's talk about the big end game. Bonnie is looking for her mother. Elena goes and helps her as Damon, and they're looking through all these files, and just as like Bonnie's finishing her sentence, Damon just happens to walk through the door and finish her sentence for her with the file. They go out to go find Miss Abby Bennett,
who apparently has a police record.
Yeah.
That was not discussed.
No.
It was not. They go to the house and they meet Jamie, played by Robert Richard.
Yeah.
Who you guys can catch on One-on-One. And
Show is not on the air.
my cousin Skeeter. You can
And from
find
Coach
him on
Carter.
And Coach Carter. And also Abby Bennett, who's played by Persia White, who was not on the Cosbys. But
I got my
She's a
shows
little
confused,
young
okay?
to be on the Cosby.
No,
the
she's
daughter.
not.
No,
Oh,
she-
the daughter. Yeah, she could have
But she was on Girlfriends and also, as we found out, Buffy and
Angel.
Very exciting.
Yeah, she was in the Buffy pilot
It
and then
always
like
comes around.
season 3 of Angel.
They love themselves some vampire shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we find out that Jamie is basically one of Abby's ex-boyfriend's son, and what happened to him? Did we find he died, or he went away, or was it
No, he was. Wait, what happened to the boyfriend?
to
Yeah.
Jamie's father?
To Jamie's father, he said that he was just like a deadbeat dad, and when he completely collapsed and his life completely fell apart, Abby took him in,
So
Taught him how to drive.
taught him how to drive.
You know.
Convenient.
Yeah.
So as Abby left Bonnie, which we find out she left Bonnie because she was good friends with Elena's mother, and they were doing a spell because Michael came into town, wanted to find Elena, the doppelganger, and that was the whole spell that we had heard about where Bonnie, did we know it was Bonnie's mother that had
No.
We
Prior
had
to-
that entombed or something. Michael, no, we did not know that it was Bonnie's mother.
All right, so we find out that it was Bonnie's mother, and basically in doing that she left town, and because she weakened her powers and left town, at the same time leaving Bonnie, she feels that's what drained her powers from her. So she's just been living this like little country life with her little son and chilling out.
North Carolina.
Cute. What did you guys think of Abby's mother in this whole little? Cute.
I thought it was kind of.
Did you expect
don't
more
know.
from it?
Yeah, I did expect more from her. I think the storyline was really driven by the hybrid compelling her. It wasn't like the only real thing that she did was
Text
send
her.
the text message, which everybody was amazed how she could text something that clear on an iPhone that quickly.
Well, I just wanted to know how the hyper didn't pick up on that.
We
because
all can do it while we're driving. Send a text message without
Yeah,
looking.
but no, you have to look down. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but those iPhones, that is
Yeah.
like, I'll be
And
stoned.
also-
And the
right now.
light,
Have you-
it's at nighttime, the bright light didn't, the hybrid
Yeah.
didn't see that. We were all just kind of discussing, like, how did that hybrid miss
But
this?
you know what? It's one of those things. It's TV.
You
You
have to
just
let
go
it
with
go.
it. Just
Exactly,
go
I
with
love it. That's why I
Well,
watch.
you know what else
Yeah.
I didn't want to go with was the fact that Abby like opened up a tea packet and was like, Bonnie.
All dramatic.
It was really over dramatic, and it was just like, really?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't have powers, but the
Herbs that
the earth gives me herbs. Well, bitch.
I love it.
Abracadabra.
And so now
Bonnie
we're-
can light birthday candles, and you can make tea packets to pass people out.
And now she's wanting to help Bonnie
Wonderful world of
get her,
witches.
like, for herself to get her powers back.
Yeah.
And I found that to be interesting.
Yeah, I
so I'm
found it-
thinking, oh, you
It
really
was-
don't like having powers?
Yeah.
God, this can be really inconvenient, having powers.
So, question: do you guys think that there is something deeper
Yes.
to this bond?
There's
Abby's
always
story?
something
Always
deeper.
something deeper. But do we think that? Because I did find it interesting that in the end, Bonnie did say, "I don't trust you." Like, even though you were compelled, I know you were compelled, but I still don't have any type of trust for you.
Why should she
Yeah.
trust her?
She left.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
she
thing,
doesn't
but you
know
how-
her.
You know how the witches can take your powers away and
Yeah.
and all of that, and there if you if you abuse
Yeah.
them. And so here she was, and they said, you know, she got her powers taken away, or they were drifted from her because she put Michael right down, or wasn't that a
weakened her
good-
powers and then
was
left.
it a weakened your powers? Wouldn't that be a good thing though? She was doing something
Right.
good. She was putting a very powerful original
that's
vampire
true.
down. So the vampires, the other witches, should be able to help. So why is it kind of like turned
Because she
against
did
her
it.
in a sense, or not for her? And I kind of now she's. It just seems odd that they wouldn't even. Why is it just now helping? Like, why are they not helping her? There's something fishy definitely
You
going
have to
on
think
behind
about
there.
it in the perspective of the witches, that even though Abby was friends with Elena's mother, getting rid of Elena would have not caused any of the things that we're watching on the show to have happened. So in essence, saving Elena sort of helped Klaus's end game. And so they're punishing her for helping.
And what she said at the end, she would have kept her powers if she had stayed in Mystic Falls and with Bonnie.
Right.
Not
Or they
necessarily.
would, or she would have. She said they drifted away as
Yeah, because she
she
didn't
left.
say they were completely gone.
Right.
She said that they had just weakened.
Yeah,
They
they
right.
weakened, and then they were completely gone once she really left Bonnie. So I think, yeah, you know what? They hyped her up so much. They hyped up Bonnie's mom's coming, and really, when it comes to the whole Klaus situation, it was really Jamie who ended up really doing all the dirty work, and Elena ended up kicking his ass, which was awesome. But yeah, it was kind of.
That whole scene with Bonnie, her mother, and being outside, I feel like we're going to have Bonnie's mother for the rest of the season.
Yeah, probably.
It's obviously going to grow.
Well, the hybrid knew to go to her. Why? I mean, what? That's what I'm
Klaus
saying.
told.
Right, but they must know that
Yeah,
them
how-
two teamed up are going to do something. I mean, why would they want to just randomly go to Bonnie's mother? It means because it's Klaus. How does Klaus know?
I'm
that-
sure
How
Klaus
is he so
knows.
far ahead
Yeah.
that he, well, right, because he knows what could probably end him. So he's already sent one of his minions, if you will,
Yeah.
to go and find Bonnie's mom before they were. I mean, they were. She just had that dream, and then all of a sudden, Klaus is already a step ahead, sending his hybrid to go and find them. So what?
Because he's always
He
step
is always a
ahead.
step ahead.
And I'm sure he knows that she was the one who entombed Michael.
Yeah.
right.
Right, but what
Because-
is it at this very time? Why didn't he do something about her however long ago? I mean, why is it right now?
Well, I think it was just waiting for the perfect moment. He needed to wait because he needed to know where the coffins were. He went to her so he could find the coffins.
So-
he didn't need her before that.
Are we calling bluff on the fact of when he was inside with the witches in the witch's house with Damon, and they were giving him that like headache thing that they do inside? Honestly, I feel it was a bluff that he was going to really. Well, it was a bluff actually because he wasn't going to do that. The only reason Abby did that was to save Jamie. But he said, "I'm about to end the Bennett."
Bennett line.
The Bennett
Yeah.
line,
Right.
which I really think Bonnie could have taken the hybrid. No?
He's a hybrid, and she didn't have something. And you have to
She
remember,
didn't have her magic.
You can't You need an axe. You need to a hybrid. You need to either cut their head off
Or rip out their heart.
or rip out their heart. There's no other way. So it's hard to take a hybrid.
But even still, if Klaus was to have the hybrid kill Bonnie and Abby, then how are you going to get the coffin open? He needs them in the end because otherwise the coffin
He
can't
doesn't
open.
want the coffin open.
Why? He wants to bring his family.
He wants his family back, but I don't think he
think-
wants whatever's in that coffin to be out.
which
I think he's scared of it.
Yeah, for sure. which
think
is
that's a
why
good
he was
call.
so
That's why he's
upset.
obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we all kind of agreed that we think it's his mother,
Yeah.
which is another witch.
I
But
don't know. We'll
didn't
see.
he kill his mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
so
I would
we
be more
think.
scared of that.
Revenge, yeah.
Your mom?
Mama-
Mommy dearest?
Mommy dearest.
Mommy dearest. No wire hangers. No wooden stakes.
Anyways.
Klaus and Damon. I'm just Klaus to me just bluffs about things because in the end he could have killed Damon and still have found a way.
It's
to get
all
the coffin.
leverage, though, at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
it is. Damon said it. It's all leverage. It's just,
Yeah.
it's who has the leverage.
Yeah.
I was thinking watching tonight how exhausting it would be to be a vampire in Mystic Falls. Right? I'm not kidding. That thought really, I was watching going, God, we need to go to like Atlantis in the Bahamas for a weekend or something with their rings
Take
on.
a break and
I mean,
like,
I'm exhausted.
Just chill
I
out
am
for
so
a week.
tired killing people and plotting and planning. Woo.
I need a Snickers.
I need a Mentos. The fresh maker. I mean, seriously, it is exhausting that being a Salvador.
So we have Abby, Meredith, 2 sketch balls, 1 episode. Who do we think is going to be the evil character? I
They're
guess?
both going to be villains.
Really?
I
You think both of
Yeah,
them?
for sure.
Yeah.
I think.
So you
that-
don't think Abby will be able to change at all, like seeing her love for Bonnie?
No, I think that she's been compelled further than we know.
I wish we
At
could
this
remember,
point-
reach back and remember.
I think that there's something to her wanting her powers back, but she's trying to gain her daughter's trust and love after
Yeah.
she just lost it. Even though she was compelled, she's still completely.
I think she does have. I think she wants to get to know her daughter, but I think she has an ulterior motive. And
It's like
whether
crack
it
addicts for crack.
turns,
Yeah.
whether it turns her into a crazy ass villain or a crazy bitch, I don't know. But I think the driving force of her story will be her relationship with Bonnie and how that grows.
And how it can turn, because
Yeah,
I
and
just
how it
don't
turns.
trust the fact that she is wanting for Bonnie's sake and to help Bonnie
Yeah,
out.
I don't believe
Give
it
me
either.
my powers back to help you. I don't want them. I could live without them. Already have. But I truly want to help you with your powers.
Yeah.
So give me my powers
This is
back.
for you. It's not for me.
Help me help you.
Yes.
I mean, this is like a Jerry Maguire sequel all over again. I'm just smelling it. So I think that I'm definitely onto her.
Well, and another person who was on to somebody was freaking Stefan. Now, girls, why would you be so stupid? If you're going to Abby Bennett's house, why would you leave traces and clues back at your house? Why was her police file sitting on the table for Stefan just to walk in and be like, oh, this is where they must be?
That's when we say they needed to hang a lantern on it.
I guess so.
They couldn't have Stefan needed to be there, and they couldn't have Stefan running around the whole episode trying to find out where they were. Stefan needed to be there, and he needed to be there fast.
This is why I love scripted TV. I'm not kidding. This is why I love it. I don't want to have to think about it. I like that he was there. I'm happy about it. I love it. I love that Elena had to take the bullets out of his heart, which I'm sure we're going to get to in just a
We're
minute.
about to talk about that right
I know.
now.
I can't wait. I'm very excited about it.
So Jamie is
When
compelled.
metaphors and actuality meet. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm calming down.
Jamie was compelled to use the gun, which had wooden bullets in it, if anyone was to get in the way. So the Klaus was probably thinking Damon, I would assume more so than Stefan, but also not to hurt Elena. And so I love that Elena is finally getting smart, because Elena used to be like, wanted to go over the cuckoo's nest.
Love it.
So Jamie ties Elena up and shoots Stefan in the chest. Stefan's dying because apparently the wooden bullet like slowly moves.
It's traveling.
deeper and deeper.
It's just as he was moving, it was digging into his heart,
Oh, that's crafty.
which also has quite the metaphor.
Yeah.
Digging away.
Digging that dagger. Just digging it.
But I loved that Elena, was smart, and she said, "Well, this is hurting me. I'm tied too tight." And Jamie was like, "Oh, I can't hurt her." He walks over to her, and then Elena pulled a superhero move. She was like, smashed him over the head, like pulled the gun away from it, like all this in 1 second. Like,
I know.
She has been training and working out.
She's
and
been
you know
working
what?
with Alaric on some vampire hunter moves.
Yeah.
And they worked tonight, and it was awesome. And then she went to
that
save
was a great
Stefan.
part of
So
the
then,
show.
like, talk about true damn love. When you're
Wait, can we talk? I just have to mention this before we get into it. At the beginning of the episode, when Bonnie was like, "What's going on between you two?" And David was like, "We kissed. Now it's weird." Like, I think that set the tone for the entire love triangle,
I love it.
of the episode.
Yeah.
Just like, oh no, we're not tiptoeing around this topic anymore. Yeah, we kissed. Now it's weird. Eat that. This is out there.
That
She's
is
not
why
with
we love
Stefan.
And-
We're talking about this.
Knocking
And
boots.
Elena suggested to Bonnie that the kiss was quite good.
Yeah, she
Which-
did. What, by not
I'm
suggesting
sure
it.
it was.
By not
Yeah.
saying anything, she
said
suggested that it was amazing. Which, oh
Which I'm
God.
sure it was.
I can only imagine.
girls.
I'm getting hot and heavy. Hot and
So,
heavy.
I just want to kiss Ian.
Who doesn't?
So bad. Like, it's ridiculous.
But whatever. She can kiss Damon. She can do whatever. But all of my what are they called out there? Stelena fans. I know you guys tweet me a lot, so I'm sticking up for Stelena. True love.
I like Stelena too.
True
too.
love tonight.
Delena
I like
is
them
more fun.
tonight.
Delena's fun. Delena's fun, but
Delena's. I
Yo,
think.
this is gross. Delena and Stelena.
Calling a spade a spade.
I think I like the moment with Steph and Elena like this, where it's because so much of their love story was just really
Romantic
quick
and
and really
fantasy and
quick, and it
whimsical.
was like all of a sudden they're madly in love, and you never really knew why she had fallen in love with him. It was like, okay, he's this sexy, brooding,
I knew why.
honest
I knew why
guy.
too.
But it was like
Hello.
but it was like they were so madly in love, like this epic romance, and it happened pretty quickly.
She's
And so
a
I think
teenager.
that's why people like the Damon Elena romance better, because we've seen it grow and we've seen its ups and downs over 2 years,
Right, and I've always said,
and you've been waiting for it.
yeah. I've said that, I do like that part of
Yeah.
it, the growing, and that's why I like Caroline and Tyler. However, with Stefan and Elena, Stefan always watched out for her. He always had this care for her, and it was like they grew together. They helped each other in different ways. So there was still that. Yes, it was very like the whimsical.
Yeah.
And you loved
romanticism
Damon even when he was bad in the villain.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
very beginning, even though he was irritating, kept causing trouble when it was the show was very new. You loved him. I loved
I
him.
actually like
and I
Damon better
liked-
as the bad guy.
And I like that Damon still, even when he was very bad, had the thing for Elena. And he respected her even in the very beginning. He liked her a little, and even that we didn't know that quite yet how far it was, but that's why I think that now that it's getting a little juicy and the kissing and how their relationship's kind of blossoming,
I liked it.
I'm excited.
I liked it because it showed a human part of Stefan tonight. And even though
Yes.
it showed a human part of Stefan, but you see the difference of, because remember, at the end of season 1, they kissed too. It was Catherine.
Yes, Catherine.
But Damon thought it was Elena, so Stefan was like, are you effing kidding me? You kissed my girlfriend? And his reaction was just so different, and I loved that. It was like he literally was about to kick his ass, and he did punch him this time, which was awesome.
I wanted,
but
like,
it was
the-
like it was a different kind of mentality.
But my favorite part still stands that always forget, Stefan forgets week to week what he did the week before.
Yeah.
He gets mad
Yeah.
that Damon had kissed his girlfriend, and Elena was very honest and told him as he's literally picking the wood out of his heart.
Yeah.
By the way, in a very serious moment, I did kiss Damon, and
Did
I
you see his
did
face,
kiss,
though? He
and
was very upset.
And
He was upset.
but I wish she'd have been like, and on that note, do not forget that you tried to kill me last week when my parents died.
Well, he apologized
note.
for it.
He did.
He did.
He
Well,
did.
apologized
No,
for it.
but
Good old
still,
po-
I'm
good-
sorry.
good old apology.
I did-
Trauma is trauma
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Excuse me,
Just a
who
little
was
light
the one-
note. A kiss, death. Kiss, death when parents died. Just
Excuse
saying.
me, I'm sorry. Who was the one last week who was like, yeah, it was serious, it was effed up, it was real, and you guys were like, no, it was Stefan just being fake and being this. No,
But it,
I was
but
like,
it was that though. At the end
it
of the
was
day,
that, but I was one who was like, it was more intense. You guys didn't think it was that.
It was intense for her.
I thought it was very
But I think
You were
on
like,
his.
no. I was the one who thought it was
He threw her
okay,
cell
never
phone
mind.
out. I
I
remember being very
You were
upset about
upset about the
that.
cell phone.
I think for her, it was a lot more intense than he intended it to be. And I don't think he meant for it to be that way, which is why he apologized.
And when it comes to
this week.
Stefan and Damon, I mean, I liked how it was at the beginning of the show in the sense of I liked Damon as the bad guy because I never knew what Damon was going to do. I believe like all these situations where Stefan's like threatening he's going to do something or kill somebody, Damon would have really done it.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Stefan, it's like, you're not going to do that.
But
You
Damon
won't do
still
that.
does, even as a good guy. That's why I still
Yeah,
love Damon's character.
exactly.
He's still good, but he still F's up
Yeah.
all the time.
He
I mean,
does
he'll
what he
still-
wants. He doesn't think before he does things,
mean,
which is
He's a
awesome.
loose
He'll probably
cannon.
kill Jeremy. Whenever Jeremy comes back, he'll probably kill Jeremy again. I mean, I
Jeremy
think that's
hasn't
what,
died enough times.
No, he'll do that again. I mean, that ship's never going to sail too
Yeah.
far. So no, I feel like even though he's a good guy, he still has that character where he's still that bad boy, even enough as a good guy. And so he still does things that are just way off outlandish and still not following the rules. So it's not,
Here's what I think. Stefan talks the talk. Damon walks the walk.
yeah, and he walks it well.
And he walks it well.
Well,
And by the way, also, just, I really liked, I was about to get really pissed off when, like, Stefan's really only reaction to Elena was, besides the semi-look of devastation, was, you're too good for Damon. And then he stopped and he was like, but you're too good for me, too. And I was like, thank God he said that, because you don't deserve to say, like, he's not good enough for you,
right,
or
because you're
he's
playing
not.
the part now.
Yeah, you're
but
not allowed
at
to
the
do that.
end of the day, like I said, I don't believe anything Stefan is doing right now. I
Yeah.
believe it's all a part of a plan that Stefan is plotting, and that's why he had that reaction tonight. Because
Really?
yes, I really believe that this whole bad boy thing. It's
Well, we
all,
know it is
and
a
I've- and
plot.
no,
He's
no, but
pretty
I
much said, like, he doesn't believe that he is a villain. He just is using that mindset
set to get what he
to
needs
get
to get
what
done.
he needs. And so I don't think he'll ever be as good as we saw him. I don't think we'll ever see a 100% good guy Stefan.
No, but
Again?
as she said, everyone's changing. Like even
Yeah.
Elena's not the same Elena. But at the end of the day, we kind of needed Stefan to not be a pansy because that was the one thing we all complained about. We're like, Stefan is like, let's read books and like lay up and eat bunnies. And no, we wanted a little bad
Yeah.
boy. We're getting the bad
And
boy.
that's what Paul Wesley wants too, is he wants to play that part. And I think if he could, because you'll ask a lot of actors and actresses, they're like, it's so much more fun playing the villain
Oh,
than playing
absolutely.
the good guy. And I think if he wants to, he will play it. That's what he wants to do.
Well-
That's what he wants Stefan to be.
So, question for you guys, because a part of me thought this at the same time when Stefan walked away at the end and got in the car. He said, "You're too good for the both of us." But his facial expression kind of gave me like, "Wow, you aren't who I thought you were." Like, and this is why I'm saying this whole plan that he's going through. I think in his head, I'm going to play the bad guy. I'm going to push Elena away because I don't want Klaus will hurt Elena or kidnap Elena or do something to Elena because he knows that I care for her. So he has to put this whole bad boy thing on, right? But I think he always expected Elena to always wait, care, be there, and figure out. I know
she
it's
will.
crazy.
She
know
That's
it's
his
crazy.
first
She will.
mistake.
Right,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't
his
think
mistake.
But the whole Damon thing,
But
I
she's
really don't
going
ever
to.
think he
At the end of the day, she's
expected
going to
that.
go back to him.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
Without a
she
doubt.
will, but by the way, it's love triangle. She'll go back to him, and something will happen, and then she'll go back to Damon.
Right.
And something,
Well,
that's number one rule with, you have to break them up, and you have to put them together and pull them apart.
I mean,
put
hey,
them together,
At the end of the
pull
day,
them
Buffy
apart.
never went back to Angel.
Literally a triangle right there.
no, she didn't. Angel left town.
Yep. And then, but sometimes that's what it is.
Can I tell you
Sometimes it
something?
takes bouncing back and forth between people to realize who you shouldn't be with.
Yeah. And by the way, with the amount of Damon and Elena fans compared to Elena and Stefan fans, I would not be surprised if she spends some serious time with Damon.
Okay,
Well,
can I
this
just
is
say
not
that?
Gossip Girl.
No, but you know what I want? It's very true, and I do love my gossip. But I gotta say, I'm one of those fans, and I do love Stefan. I do.
I do
love
too.
him. He's in there. He is.
I'm with you.
I feel like I'm an Elena.
Wait, what's
Body
going
alert.
on?
But I definitely want to say that I want to see her with Damon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like for real with
I
Damon.
want to. Yeah, I want to.
wait, so
see
you want it
them.
to end on Damon and
I'm
Elena?
not saying end. I don't want to even think about the end right now because this is my favorite show, and I can't even think
Yeah.
that far ahead. And toy. No, we don't even talk about the show ending, the series ending. I just want to say I want them to have a nice long run. I'm not saying I love Stefan.
I do too. I feel like it'll be so passionate and like
Yeah, I
amazing.
wanna see
and,
them,
full
like,
of like lust and
roll around. I want to see them even like go on a date. I want to see him.
No dating.
Yeah.
I want to see him like make her giggle or something.
Straight to
I
the
want to
bedroom.
see
You girls,
like
okay.
something like a
I
real
there is
relationship with
there's
them.
no love between Damon and Elena. It is all lust.
Yes, and that-
100%.
And
He
that
loves
is
her,
why,
though.
yes, he
Yeah,
does
but
love. He
it's
truly
one-sided.
loves
He loves
her.
her.
I just really want to see this go a little bit further with him, and I
Yeah.
want to see it actually play out. And I want them to be together. And I actually want Stefan to be a good guy while they are together and have to eat it a little bit. And then, sorry, can you see I'm working out my struggles on
Yes.
from my real life on this
Yes.
stuff? And then he's going to eat it a bit, and then. Something will happen. Of course, Damon will be the inevitable bad guy as he
Yes.
is, and then we'll see a little. Sorry, I'm not getting
You know
into
what I
predictions
like?
too soon.
What I like, which, because I love her so much, and I love the bad boy, the bad good relationship. I think it'd be really fun to see Stefan and Catherine together.
Well, no. This is where I was
true.
going before. When he got in the car, when he said that to Elena, do you guys think that he almost looked at the situation and said, "This is Catherine,"
Yes, of
Yeah,
course. I
I
mean,
think
it
he
is
did.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Doppelganger
and
at its best.
disappointed, and that's what drove him to go back to Damon and say, "You mother for you,
Yeah.
you did it again."
No, because Stefan pushed her away and he basically pushed
Yes.
Elena into
Yeah.
Damon's
But
arms.
Yeah.
but the clues have been dropped. The clues have been dropped at that point, saying Damon has told Elena 2 times now that everything Stefan's done is because was to save Damon.
Yeah.
So we all
Right.
know the humanity is still there. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's sit on it. We're gonna go to a commercial break. We'll think
sit.
about
Let's
it.
sit.
We'll let it simmer.
Let it steam.
We'll let it simmer, and then we'll come back with some predictions.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Who can raise the biggest pig?
So there's no real news and gossip this week. I do have, I explained to them, a special surprise, but I'm going to wait for Janora to come back because...
What? That's rude.
Wait,
it's
no,
not.
that's mean.
It's not rude. It's not mean.
I
It's
know,
fair
I
for
get it.
everybody.
I get
we
it. I
do.
get it.
Because Janora will really, we miss Janora. And
We do
she's-
miss you,
She's
Janora.
working. She's a hard-working girl.
Yeah.
But I got a little surprise for you guys.
She's working wicked hard.
Yeah, she's working wicked hard. But yeah, there's no real news and gossip this week. But we do. Apparently, there's going to be another ball.
There's going to be another in the February 9th episode. I saw some pictures. Caroline's wearing the bracelet that Klaus gave her and is
Your
dancing.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
This isn't predictions, but hey, it's okay.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Thank you. Yeah, Caroline is wearing the bracelet, dancing with Klaus. She, as I said before, They've done multiple interviews where teasing the relationship between Klaus and Caroline. We'll see.
Let's predict what the founders party will be. Go.
Tyler's house.
Now we can get into predictions.
Potato sack race.
Potato sack race.
A snow cone contest.
David, give it to us.
My favorite thing in the world. Predictions. Did we get to another light?
Yes. They wanted to make sure we were really
really
loud.
Just noticed that. It's like there's extra lights.
By the way, speaking of which, notice how David Schifilliti has 2 cups.
Yes. Double your pleasure,
Double your fun.
That's a statement of a great man with double man gum.
I love
That
those
commercial
commercials.
break.
I used to love those freaking commercials
those.
with the twins.
Double mint,
for them.
come on and
Well,
double
thank God
mint.
AfterBuzz TV does not have so many of those
No,
commercials.
thank God. We
Thank
got
God.
commercial free here, guys. But one thing we didn't even touch on for predictions next week,
Touch
which is
it.
great to go touch
2 weeks.
touch and go.
2 weeks.
Which
February
withdrawals,
2nd.
no show next week. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
withdrawals. Yeah, no shows. next
But
week.
Elijah's awake.
Elijah's awake.
I love
Damon,
it.
And I
who's
love-
a no-show. Matt.
No show next week. Oh yeah, and Matt apparently did drive Jeremy out to
He did, he's
Indiana
gone.
or wherever
He's gone,
he is.
FYI.
Denver.
Oh yeah, Matt's gone. Shocker, guys. Shocker.
You called it.
Matt's driving Jeremy.
He'll be back for the Founders Ball.
Yeah, he'll be back for the.
But however,
as
Matt-
Elena's date.
but Matt's always kind of been like, remember, only I would know this because I'm such a Vampire Diaries loser. But I think in episode 5, season 1, the
Yes.
first founders party we saw, Tyler brought Vicky as his
Yes.
date, and Mayor Lockwood was like, something happened with her. She ran off, and she was like, "This is why you don't bring the trash to the parties."
Yep.
So not everybody in Mystic Falls is invited to the founders
He's
ball.
always there though.
He's
either
bartending.
working
Was
it. There was
Bartending
one.
it, right.
There was one party he worked the party,
Yeah,
and
he's
he was like a server or
Picking
something.
glasses up.
Right?
And
He's
wait,
there.
no, wait. He wasn't at Miss Mystic Falls. He wasn't there. He wasn't Caroline's date. He had
That
to
we
work.
saw.
Wait a minute, we're spending way too much time on
Yeah.
that.
On Matt.
Forget that. What do you
The
guys
show-
think is
the show
happening?
didn't spend any of the time on Matt.
Right.
this
What do you
this
guys think's
episode.
happening with Abby next week? What are we gonna get from her? Is
Not
she
next
coming?
week,
Is,
in 2
right,
weeks.
Is she
Yeah.
coming to Mystic Falls? Is she
Yeah.
gonna come back, or is Bonnie gonna
Not
stay out?
yet. I don't think she's coming yet.
That's a good call. And I think
So
Bonnie
do we
might
think
stay
Bonnie's gonna
there.
stay out there? Okay.
Bonnie might stay there, which will put Bonnie and Jamie together. And
I think
know
in
they're
the
supposed
next
to be
episode,
together.
they're not going to focus on Bonnie at all.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So
She's
she's
gonna
helping
be
her mom
away.
maybe get her
She's
powers.
with her mom. She'll be on a
right?
cell phone.
Damon, Elijah, and Klaus, I think, is gonna be the
Like,
Yeah.
hey, Bonnie.
the pot in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
But that's what
Elijah-
she'll probably
I
be
love
doing,
me
though,
some
right?
Elijah.
Bonnie will be helping her mom, maybe. That's why she's going to stay with her to possibly see about
Whatever
helping
they're
her get her
Mm-hmm.
powers back for her sake.
Making s'mores.
Yeah.
Reading tea leaves.
And so what's gonna go on with Tyler? What do we think's happening with that?
Here's the thing. That kind of pain. We're not going to see continuous scenes of Tyler transforming.
It's just gonna
into
happen.
He's going to be like, F you. I don't like the way this is going.
Well, I don't think
I don't
that's gonna
wanna-
happen.
Because he wants him to
there.
have zero pain, right? That's what the focus is, that
He'll
is doing.
do
to
it.
him.
Yeah.
He
He'll
needs
do
him
it.
to be able to change.
Yeah. With that, so that he can break the siren with Klaus. So he'll do it, but we're not going to see,
See
it
it.
anymore.
Yeah,
it's,
it's
just
not going to be a
happen.
main storyline.
And then they'll be
and-
like, all right, I'm fine now. And everyone's going to be like, yeah.
Klaus
So
will
they'll
probably
kind of
be about to
put him-
kill Caroline or maybe making out with Caroline, whatever will bring the anger
Yeah.
out in Tyler more. And
he'll
then all of a
turn.
sudden, he'll see. That's what it's going to be.
That's
my
how
God.
it's gonna
Back to
start the
predictions.
siren, yes.
Okay, bring in predictions back. He's probably gonna. Caroline's going to be with Klaus. Klaus is going to be coming on to
Founders
her,
Ball.
and they're going to be together. And then Tyler at another Founders Ball, and then Tyler is going to see it, and his lust and love for Caroline is going to bring it out in him, and he'll be able to change like that in his
Yeah.
role, and that's going to what brings it.
That's
out.
I totally agree with that.
I think that's
that
probably how
actually
it's
is
gonna
a
get
good call.
On that note, guys,
like
great
it.
episode. I love it. You guys make sure you check us out at AfterBuzzTV.com. You don't have to .tv, nothing. Just AfterBuzzTV.com.
And on iTunes.
Tell you and on iTunes. Download us, subscribe to us.
It's free.
And tell your
Yay.
friends. Tell your
Yes,
friends, tell your
please tell your
family. If you know
friends.
anyone who
Call
likes
in.
Vampire Diaries,
Tweet us.
which a lot of people do, they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to just be like, hey, I love TVD. But everybody loves it.
So everybody's guilty.
Tell your
pleasure.
friends.
Tell them about us.
And we're not guilty about it.
AFTERBUZZTV.com. Until, February 2nd?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.
Wow.
Oh,
Peace
I already
out, my
miss you guys.
loves. I miss you too.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.